lot of designers have a really smart eye about fashion because that's what their life is about. It's sort of trained to look for new trends. A lot of buyers also are very knowledgeable. But I think also a lot of ordinary consumers have become more and more visually intelligent about fashion because they've been so deluged with images. I think everyone has a kind of amazing sort of mental Rolodex of fashion images that goes through their minds. I know I'm in a strange position when I go to fashion shows because I'm not looking for the new trend like the journalists. I'm not looking for what I think people will buy like the department store people, but I'm looking for what might trigger something for a new exhibition, something that will start an idea. For example, when I was working on a show called Love and War, The Weaponized Woman, I was at the Dior Haute Couture show a couple of summers ago, and Galliano sent out all of these women in kind of samurai armor. And I was just jumping up and down in my seat going, that's my show, I can't believe it. I feel so validated that Galliano is doing this, which is exactly what I have in mind. And so I called his PR and I said, could I borrow something? And but Valerie, this is the new show. This is the new collection. We have to show this to buyers. And I said, you don't understand. This is my show. It's so perfect. I have to include something from this collection. So that's really exciting. Or when I worked on my show, Gothic Dark Glamour, and I started tracking down not just kids who were goth kids, but a wide variety of designers who were inspired in one collection or another by something Gothic. That was really thrilling to track down how the Gothic sensibility appealed to different designers in very different ways. In sort of historical terms, all-time fashion greats would be people like Chanel or Madeleine Vianney, Balenciaga, Charles James, Halston. Today, I think you would have to mention people like Karl Lagerfeld and John Galliano, Alexander McQueen, Miuccia Prada. I mean, there are a number of people who are extremely influential on fashion, and that I think is a big part of what it means to be important in fashion. And one of the things we look at as we run a fashion museum, which is to try and think, what kind of fashion pushes fashion forward? It's not just enough to do something which is a beautiful version of the current fashion. The important designers push it forward to something new. In American fashion, I think that the two Molevi sisters at Rodarte are extremely creative. And we've been buying some of their work for the museum. It's like buying contemporary art. It's kind of an educated guess. We don't know for sure whether they'll turn out to have an influence in fashion, but they seem so creative and so different. And I think what they do is so beautiful. We're sort of placing bets that we think they'll be important in fashion.